I'm Sandra, and I'm just the professional your small business was looking for. But you didn't hire me because you didn't use LinkedIn Jobs. LinkedIn has professionals you can't find anywhere else, including those who aren't actively looking for a new job, but might be open to the perfect role, like me.
In a given month, over 70% of LinkedIn users don't visit other leading job sites. So if you're not looking on LinkedIn, you'll miss out on great candidates like Sandra. Start hiring professionals like a professional. Post your free job on linkedin.com/spoken today.
Millions of people have lost weight with personalized plans from Noom. Like Evan, who can't stand salads and still lost 50 pounds.
Salads generally for most people are the easy button, right? For me, that wasn't an option. I never really was a salad guy. That's just not who I am. But Noom worked for me.
Get your personalized plan today at Noom.com. Real Noom user compensated to provide their story. In 4 weeks, the typical Noom user can expect to lose 1 to 2 pounds per week. Individual results may vary.
Since 2013, Bombas has donated over 100 million socks, underwear, and T-shirts to those facing homelessness. If we counted those on air, this ad would last over 1,157 days. But if we counted the time it takes to make a donation possible, it would take just a few clicks. Because every time you make a purchase, Bombas donates an item to someone who needs it.
Go to bombas.com/ACAST and use code ACAST for 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/ACAST, code ACAST.
Hello, and welcome to Voices from the Battlefield, part of Waterloo Remembered. In this extract, archaeologist Stuart Eve reads from Victor Hugo's Les Miserables.
So today I wanted to read a section from Victor Hugo's Les Miserables, in particular the first book in part 2, which is about Waterloo. This is a section of Les Miserables that a lot of people miss out and wonder why it's there, but for students of Waterloo it's an interesting evocation, at least, of the battle. Victor Hugo isn't necessarily the most historically accurate, but he did visit the battlefield and did see the results of the carnage there, so he may have some insights for us. And in particular, in the section on Hougoumont, which I'm going to read, that means quite a lot to me and to our project, because we've spent a long time at Waterloo Uncovered excavating around Hougoumont and pulling up the remains of the buttons and the musket balls and all the other things that relate to the battle there. And in particular, the section I'm going to read is about the area known as the Small Orchard, or called the Killing Ground, which is to the south of the farm. Basically, the French had to fight their way through a hedge and then cross this piece of open ground before they could try and get to the walls and scale it. So I'll just carry on reading now. One goes up a few steps from the garden to the orchard. There, in those few roods of land, 1,500 men fell in less than an hour. The wall, with its 38 loopholes pierced at uneven heights by the English, looks ready to renew the battle. 2 flat granite tombstones marking English graves lie under the 16th loophole. There are loopholes only in this southern wall, against which the main attack was directed. It's screened on the outside by a thick hedge, and the French, thinking they had only the hedge to contend with, burst through to come up against the wall, with the English guards entrenched behind it, 38 loopholes blazing disciplined volleys, a storm of musketry that broke Soy's brigade. And that was how Waterloo began. Nevertheless, the orchard was taken. Having no scaling ladders, the French clawed their way over the wall with their fingernails, and there was hand-to-hand fighting under the trees. All that grass was soaked in blood. A battalion from Nassau, 700 men, was wiped out. The far side of the wall, on which 2 of Kellerman's batteries concentrated, is pitted with grapeshot. The orchard is as responsive as any other to the stir of May. It has its buttercups and daisies, the grass grows thick. Farm horses graze there, washing lines are strung between the trees, causing the visitor to bend his head. Walking through the greenery, you stumble over molehills. There's a fallen, moss-grown tree trunk against which Major Blackman lay dying, and under a tall tree nearby the German General Duplat fell, a member of a French family exiled by the revocation of the Edict of Nantes. Close by it is a bent, sick apple tree, bandaged with straw and clay. Nearly all the apple trees are dying of old age. and there's not one that does not bear the marks of musket or mortar fire. The skeletons of dead trees abound in that orchard. Crows fly amid its branches, and beyond it is a copse filled with violets. Baldwin killed, Foy wounded, fire, slaughter, carnage. A stream of English, German and French blood furiously mingled, a well filled with corpses. The Nassau Regiment and the Brunswick Regiment wiped out. Duplac killed, Blackman killed. The English Guards savaged. 20 French battalions decimated. Men done to death in that farm plot of Hougoumont with bullet, bayonet, fire and the sword. And all this so that a yokel today may say to the traveller, "For 3 francs, monsieur, I will tell you the story of Waterloo."
That was the archaeologist Stuart Eve from the Waterloo Uncovered programme, and you can find out more about Waterloo Uncovered at www.waterloouncovered.com. Stay tuned to the Napoleonicist, where more instalments of the Voices from the Battlefield series will be released throughout the day.
Planning for your next trip? Elevate your travel style with Quince. Quince has all the jet-setting essentials you'll want for your next getaway, like European linen, premium luggage options, buttery soft Italian leather bags, and so much more. And it's all priced at 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Plus, Quince only works with factories that use safe and ethical manufacturing practices. Pack your bags with high-quality essentials you'll be wearing for vacations to come with Quince. Go to quince.com/trip for free shipping and 365-day returns.